Hi, welcome to my channel. Recently, I was talking to someone and I was asked, what do I do for work? And when I told her that I'm a trauma informed coach, she asked me what kind of traumas do I help people with. And I told her I help them with all kinds of traumas from their adult life, traumas from their childhood, womb trauma from their lineage. And I could see that she had more questions and she wasn't really sure what I was talking about. And in that moment, I realized that we all have a very different understanding of the word trauma. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about trauma. What exactly is trauma? Now, in the journey of becoming a trauma informed coach, in all the studies and the learning materials that I had, and I kept studying about different types of trauma. One of the ways to explain trauma has stayed with me, which is by Dr. Gaurav Deka. He says that anything that overwhelms the brain is considered as trauma. And I really like this simple explanation because it helps me narrow down experiences with a simple filter of, is it making me feel okay and light, or is it overwhelming me, or is it really making me feel scared or confused, or I don't know if I should do this or that. Basically anything that leaves you with a sense of overwhelm. Now, when someone experiences a deep impact in life, such as losing a loved one, or facing an accident, or a illness, or facing a deep crisis, financial or otherwise. Now, those are definitely traumatic events. Those are acute traumas. But apart from that, there could be traumas from the childhood where a child is witnessing a fight between mom and dad, an intense fight between the parents, and the child has no idea how to react to this. The child is just sensing the tension and it is just absorbing the stress. And the child may stand there and start crying, or may run into the room or hide somewhere. But the whole point in that moment, the impact is overwhelming for the child. And there could be issues of bullying with kids, in teenage kids, or even as adult. When you start going out in the world, when you're working in the corporate life, there could be different episodes where you felt a sense of deep overwhelm and you had no understanding in that moment of what is the best way to deal with this situation, and that leaves a traumatic impact. When you are in a relationship and you undergo a breakup with your partner, or you have a very very bad fight with your partner, that could leave a deep imprint in you. So traumas are not just something that happens at one point of time that changes something extremely big in your life. They can be very small incidents that happen around you, but in that moment while the incident is happening, they they leave an impact that makes it very difficult for you to analyze, and you absorb it as this tensed uh, imprint in your body and in your mind, and it stays in your subconscious. Traumas can also be experienced when you're in your mother's womb, because that's your first home. And the environment that a child experiences in a mom's womb is very critical. And if the mother is experiencing any kind of trauma or stress in her external environment, it will impact the environment of her womb, which will impact the environment of the child. So there are many situations of womb trauma where people carry that imprint further in their life. And then there is ancestral trauma from the lineage. The whole systemic graph can be opened, and we can look into what has happened with respect to different family members, and those impacts on those unprocessed traumas can trickle down generations to generations and can impact your life now. So it's not just one or two conventionally understood episodes that are defined as trauma. anything in your own personal journey that leaves you with a sense of overwhelm is trauma. And if you start paying attention to your emotions and your feelings from this lens, you will be able to see and notice which situation in your life did overwhelm you. And if you can notice that, that is a trauma that you're carrying in your system. And then you should definitely take some charge of reaching out to someone who can help you heal from that trauma and help you move in a better direction in your life. Thank you.